If I told you that one of the most important things you can do to protect your kidneys does not happen during the day, but in the quiet hours when you are asleep, would you believe me? Most people think kidney health is only about drinking more water and avoiding too much salt, and while those things matter, they are only a small piece of a much bigger picture that almost nobody explains. The truth is that your kidneys are working differently at night. While your body rests, your blood pressure naturally begins to fall, your heart slows down, and your kidneys enter a recovery period where the pressure on those tiny filters decreases. But what you put into your body during the final hour before bed can either support that recovery process or quietly make your kidneys work harder when they should be resting. This becomes especially important after the age of 60 because kidney damage often happens silently. Unlike many other problems in the body, damaged kidneys usually do not send clear warning signals. There are very few pain receptors in the kidneys, which means you can lose a significant amount of filtering ability before you even realize something is wrong. Many people discover kidney problems only during a routine blood test, when the damage has already progressed. And unlike some organs that can repair themselves, the filtering units inside your kidneys do not grow back once they are lost. That means protecting the kidney function you still have becomes one of the most important things you can do for your long-term health. Over the years, I have seen many people who believed they were doing everything correctly, yet they were unknowingly putting extra stress on their kidneys every single day. They were not making huge mistakes. They simply never learned about the small habits that can either protect those delicate filters or slowly wear them down. That is why today we are going to talk about the fruits that can support your kidneys during the evening hours and help your body during that important overnight recovery period. Some of these fruits are probably ones you already expect to see, but a few may surprise you because they are not usually connected with kidney health. And there is one fruit that many people with kidney concerns have been warned to avoid completely. The reality is more complicated, and it is important to understand both sides because the right food for one person may not be the right choice for another. Before we get into the list, I want to speak directly to anyone watching who feels they may have waited too long. Even if your kidneys have already lost some function, that does not mean there is nothing you can do. Many people are able to slow the decline significantly by reducing the stress placed on their kidneys and giving their body the support it needs. The goal is not to promise that damaged kidneys can magically return to their original condition. The goal is to protect what remains, improve the environment your kidneys work in, and help you maintain your health for as many years as possible. Now, let's understand what your kidneys are actually doing. Each kidney contains around 1 million tiny filtering structures called nephrons. These microscopic filters remove waste from your blood while keeping the important substances your body needs. The problem is that you are born with all the nephrons you will ever have. Your body does not create new ones later in life. So after 60, kidney health becomes a matter of protecting the filters that are still functioning instead of constantly replacing the ones that have already been damaged. There are two major forces that slowly damage these filters. The first is pressure. Every time your blood pressure stays elevated, that force pushes against the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys. Over many years, that constant pressure can create scars and reduce the ability of those filters to do their job. The second problem is oxidative stress. This is simply a form of internal damage that happens when unstable molecules harm your cells. Think about what happens when you cut an apple and leave it exposed to air. It begins to turn brown because oxidation is taking place inside the fruit. A similar process can happen inside your body when oxidative stress becomes too high. When your kidneys are dealing with both high pressure and oxidative stress, they can slowly lose filtering ability year after year. That is why the evening hours matter so much. A healthy body is designed for blood pressure to decrease during sleep. Doctors call this process nighttime dipping. Normally, blood pressure can drop by around 10 to 20% while you sleep, giving your kidneys a valuable period of reduced stress. This nighttime drop acts almost like a recovery window for your kidneys. When blood pressure stays high throughout the night, which happens in people known as non-dippers, kidney function tends to decline faster. So the purpose of your evening choices is simple. You want to help your blood pressure naturally fall, reduce internal stress, and avoid giving your kidneys extra work right before they enter their recovery phase. The fruits we are about to discuss help in different ways. Some provide antioxidants that protect the kidney filters from damage. Others contain natural compounds that support healthy blood vessels and circulation. Some help your body manage things like uric acid or support a healthier urinary system. And while many fruits can be helpful, it is important to remember that every person is different. People with advanced kidney disease, high potassium levels, or certain medications may need different advice from their own doctor. The first fruit on this list is one of the strongest choices when it comes to kidney protection, and it is something many people already enjoy: blueberries. Blueberries stand out because of their deep blue color, which comes from powerful plant compounds called anthocyanins. These natural antioxidants help fight oxidative stress, the same process that can slowly damage the tiny filtering structures inside your kidneys. Research on diets rich in berry compounds has shown connections with lower inflammation and healthier blood vessel function. Since your kidneys are essentially an organ built around an enormous network of blood vessels, protecting those vessels means helping protect the filters themselves. Another reason blueberries are such a smart evening choice is that they are relatively low in sodium and potassium compared with many other fruits. This makes them one of the gentler options for people who want to support their kidneys without adding unnecessary strain. A simple serving is enough. A small handful, around half a cup, can be eaten alone or mixed with plain yogurt. Fresh or frozen blueberries can both work well, and frozen berries often maintain their nutritional value because they are usually picked when they are fully ripe. The key is consistency, not quantity. Your kidneys do not need a huge amount of fruit at night. They need small, supportive choices that reduce stress and allow your body to recover while you sleep. And blueberries are only the beginning. The next fruits reveal even more surprising ways food can support your kidneys overnight, including one that most people only associate with urinary problems, but has a much deeper connection to kidney protection. Cranberries are the next fruit we need to talk about, and they are one of the most misunderstood foods when it comes to kidney and urinary health. Most people only think about cranberry juice when someone mentions urinary infections, but there is a deeper reason this small, tart fruit deserves attention. Cranberries contain unique plant compounds called A-type proanthocyanidins. These compounds have a special ability. They make it more difficult for certain bacteria to attach themselves to the lining of the urinary tract. This is important because some urinary infections can travel upward and eventually affect the kidneys if they are not managed properly. Think of it this way: every infection that reaches your urinary system creates additional stress for your kidneys. Preventing unnecessary problems lower down can help reduce the pressure placed on these important organs over time. Cranberries do not work like a medication, but they can be a useful part of an overall healthy routine. Cranberries also contain many of the same antioxidant compounds found in berries like blueberries. These antioxidants help fight oxidative stress, the internal damage that can slowly affect your blood vessels and kidney filters. That means cranberries support your kidneys in more than one way. However, there is one important detail. Many people drink cranberry products that are actually filled with added sugar. A bottle labeled as cranberry cocktail can contain a large amount of sweeteners, turning a potentially helpful drink into something that works against your health goals. Instead, choose unsweetened cranberry options. A small amount of unsweetened dried cranberries or a splash of pure cranberry juice mixed with water is enough. You do not need a large quantity to get the benefits, especially in the evening when your goal is to support your kidneys without creating extra work. The third fruit on our list is red grapes, and in this case, the color tells you exactly what you need to know. When choosing grapes for kidney support, the darker varieties are usually the better option because their skins contain powerful plant compounds. Red and purple grapes contain resveratrol, a compound that has been widely studied for its connection to healthy aging. For your kidneys, resveratrol can help by reducing inflammation and supporting better blood vessel function. Remember, your kidneys depend on a healthy blood supply. Every tiny filter inside your kidneys requires delicate blood vessels to work correctly. When those vessels are exposed to constant stress, the filters can become damaged over time. This is why foods that support blood vessel health can indirectly protect kidney function. When your blood vessels relax and circulation improves, your body is better able to maintain a healthier nighttime blood pressure pattern. Grapes also have another interesting feature. They naturally contain small amounts of melatonin, the hormone involved in regulating sleep. While grapes are not a sleep medicine, and the amount is not enough to create a dramatic effect, even small nutritional signals can support your body's natural rhythm. And sleep quality matters for your kidneys. A deeper, more restful sleep helps your body maintain the nighttime blood pressure drop that gives your kidneys a chance to recover. But remember that portion size matters. Grapes contain more natural sugar than many berries, so eating an entire bowl before bed is not the goal. Around 10 to 15 red grapes is a reasonable evening portion. A simple trick is to freeze them. Frozen grapes take longer to eat, feel like a dessert, and can help replace less healthy nighttime choices like ice cream or sugary snacks. The fourth fruit is one of the most common fruits in the world, but many people overlook its kidney benefits. It is the humble apple. The apple supports your kidneys in a way that many people never think about because the main benefit happens through your digestive system. Apples are rich in a type of soluble fiber called pectin. When pectin reaches your gut, it becomes food for beneficial bacteria living inside your digestive system. These helpful bacteria play an important role in controlling inflammation throughout your body. This connection between your digestive system and your kidneys is known as the gut-kidney relationship. Scientists are continuing to study this connection because they are discovering how much influence your gut health can have on kidney function. A healthier gut can mean fewer inflammatory signals entering your bloodstream. Since your kidneys filter everything that passes through your blood, reducing unnecessary inflammation can reduce some of the stress they experience. Another reason apples are valuable is that the skin contains quercetin, a plant antioxidant linked with healthier blood vessels and lower inflammation. This is why peeling your apple removes some of the most valuable parts. Eat the whole apple whenever possible. A medium apple in the evening can be a simple, satisfying choice. Varieties like Granny Smith apples are especially popular because they are slightly lower in sweetness and provide a good amount of fiber. If you want to make it feel more like a dessert, slice the apple and add a little cinnamon. This keeps it simple while giving you a healthier alternative to late-night processed snacks. So far, these fruits have all been working toward the same goal. They help calm oxidative stress, support circulation, and reduce unnecessary pressure on your kidneys while your body prepares for sleep. But the next fruits are where things become even more interesting. One of them targets a waste product that can directly affect kidney health, another contains a natural compound that supports inflammation control, and one fruit creates confusion because many people have been told the completely wrong thing about it. Before continuing, remember that kidney health is not built from one single food. There is no magic fruit that repairs damaged kidneys overnight. The real power comes from consistent habits repeated every day. Small decisions made at night can add up over months and years. Replacing a salty snack with a kidney-friendly fruit, improving your sleep, managing your blood pressure, and paying attention to your overall lifestyle can make a meaningful difference. The fifth fruit on the list is tart cherries, and this one surprises many people because it supports the kidneys through a completely different pathway. Most people know cherries as a sweet summer treat, but tart cherries have a unique connection to kidney health because of their effect on uric acid. Uric acid is a waste product that your kidneys must remove from your blood. When uric acid levels become too high, it can contribute to problems such as gout and kidney stones. Over time, elevated uric acid has also been linked with faster kidney decline. Tart cherries have been studied for their ability to help lower uric acid levels. This gives your kidneys a little less work to handle because they are dealing with lower amounts of this waste product. But tart cherries also fit perfectly into the nighttime routine because they naturally contain melatonin. This makes them one of the more interesting fruits for people who want to support both sleep quality and kidney recovery. Better sleep helps your body maintain healthier nighttime blood pressure patterns. And as we discussed earlier, that nighttime blood pressure drop is one of the most important recovery periods for your kidneys. A small amount is enough. Unsweetened dried tart cherries or pure tart cherry juice mixed with water can be used in the evening. Avoid products labeled as cherry drinks or cherry cocktails because they often contain added sugars that remove many of the benefits. The goal is not to overload your body with fruit. The goal is to give your kidneys the right support at the right time. And we are not finished yet. The next fruits include strawberries, pineapple, and the surprising citrus debate that many people with kidney concerns misunderstand. Understanding these differences can help you make smarter choices based on your own health situation. Strawberries are the next fruit we need to discuss, and they deserve attention for many of the same reasons blueberries do. but they bring some additional benefits of their own. These small red berries may look simple, but they contain powerful compounds that can support the health of your kidneys and your entire body. One of the reasons strawberries are valuable is because they are rich in antioxidants, including a compound called ellagic acid, along with a strong amount of vitamin C. These nutrients help fight oxidative stress, which is one of the major forces that slowly damages the delicate filtering system inside your kidneys. Remember, your kidneys are constantly exposed to everything circulating in your blood. When inflammation and oxidative damage remain high for years, those tiny filters can gradually lose their ability to work efficiently. Foods rich in protective plant compounds can help create a healthier environment inside your body. Strawberries also help because they have natural anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic, low-level inflammation is one of the hidden problems that can push many health conditions forward, including kidney problems. It is not always dramatic or obvious, but over time, that constant irritation can place unnecessary pressure on your organs. The interesting thing about strawberries is that they taste like a dessert, but they are actually a very light choice for the evening. They contain a high amount of water and fiber, while remaining relatively low in sugar compared with many sweet foods people choose at night. This makes them a good replacement for common evening habits that can work against your kidneys, such as salty snacks, processed desserts, or sugary drinks. Instead of giving your body extra work before sleep, strawberries provide nutrients that support recovery. For most people, a serving of around half a cup to 1 cup of fresh strawberries in the evening is reasonable. You can eat them alone, slice them into plain yogurt, or combine them with other kidney-friendly fruits. If you want extra flavor without adding sugar, a little cinnamon can be a simple option. The goal is to keep the evening meal light, natural, and supportive of your body's nighttime repair process. Now we move to the 7th fruit, and this one is often overlooked when people talk about kidney health. It is pineapple. Pineapple is interesting because it contains something that many common fruits do not: a natural enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme has been studied because of its connection to inflammation control. Inflammation is not always something you can feel. You may not notice it happening inside your body, but ongoing inflammation can gradually affect tissues and organs. By helping calm some inflammatory processes, bromelain may support a healthier internal environment. Pineapple also provides vitamin C and other antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress. This places pineapple in the same protective category as many of the other fruits we have discussed. Another reason pineapple can fit into an evening routine is because it contains a significant amount of water. Hydration is important for kidney function, and foods with natural water content can contribute to your overall fluid intake. However, like many tropical fruits, pineapple is naturally sweeter. That means portion size matters. Eating a huge bowl of pineapple late at night is not the goal because excessive sugar can create other problems. A small serving, around half a cup of fresh pineapple chunks, is enough. Fresh or frozen pineapple is usually a better choice than canned versions because canned fruit often comes packed in added syrup. A few cold pieces of pineapple can feel like a treat while still supporting your goal of making better nighttime choices. The important thing is balance. Now we reach the 8th fruit, and this is the one where many people become confused. It is citrus, including oranges and related fruits. This is where we need to be honest because the answer depends heavily on the condition of your kidneys. Citrus can be beneficial for many people, but for others with advanced kidney problems, it may require caution. Let us start with the positive side. Citrus fruits contain a natural compound called citrate. When citrate reaches your kidneys, it can help prevent certain types of kidney stones from forming. Kidney stones often develop when minerals in urine begin sticking together and creating crystals. Citrate helps by attaching to calcium and making it less likely to form those painful deposits. For people who are prone to kidney stones, getting enough citrate through foods like oranges may provide an important protective effect. Citrus fruits also contain vitamin C and antioxidants that support overall health and help fight oxidative stress. So why have many people heard that oranges can be dangerous for kidney patients? The answer is potassium. Potassium is an essential mineral. Your body needs it for proper muscle function, nerve signals, and healthy blood pressure regulation. In people with normally functioning kidneys, potassium from foods is usually handled efficiently. Healthy kidneys remove extra potassium through urine, keeping levels balanced. In fact, potassium can even be helpful because it supports healthier blood pressure, which is one of the most important factors in protecting your kidneys. But when someone has advanced chronic kidney disease, the situation changes. Damaged kidneys may not remove potassium effectively, causing levels to build up in the blood. Very high potassium levels can become dangerous because they can affect the heart's rhythm. That is why some people with advanced kidney disease are advised to limit certain high potassium foods. This does not mean citrus is bad. It means the right choice depends on your personal kidney function, your blood test results, and any medications you take. If your kidneys are healthy and your doctor has not advised potassium restriction, citrus can be a nutritious choice. But if you have kidney disease, are on dialysis, or take medications that affect potassium levels, it is important to ask your healthcare provider before increasing high potassium fruits. A few orange slices in the evening may be perfectly fine for one person and not recommended for another. The difference is not the fruit itself. The difference is the condition of the kidneys handling it. This is why personalized information matters. General nutrition advice can be helpful, but your own medical situation always comes first. Before we continue, there is another important point to understand. These fruits can support kidney health, but they are not a replacement for medical treatment when kidney disease is already present. Food is the foundation, but it is not the entire house. If someone is experiencing signs such as swelling around the ankles, feet, or eyes, unusually foamy urine, blood in the urine, a sudden decrease in urination, or persistent pain in the side or lower back area, those symptoms should not be ignored. Those are not problems that can be solved by simply adding more fruit. They are signals that require proper medical attention. The same applies to anyone who already knows they have kidney disease, is receiving dialysis, or takes medications that influence blood pressure or potassium. Nutrition choices should be made carefully with professional guidance. The purpose of these foods is prevention, support, and creating healthier habits before problems become severe. I want to share a story that shows how important these small changes can become. A woman I will call Eleanor was 67 years old. She was retired, active, and felt completely normal. But during a routine checkup, her blood tests revealed something concerning. Her kidney filtration number, known as eGFR, had started to decline into a range that required attention. Her creatinine level, which can rise when the kidneys struggle to filter waste efficiently, had also increased slightly. The surprising part was that Eleanor did not feel sick at all. She did not have diabetes. She was not someone who ignored her health. She simply assumed kidney problems happened to other people. Her situation shows why kidney awareness matters. These problems often develop quietly before symptoms appear. Instead of immediately focusing only on medication, the first step was looking at the habits affecting her kidneys every day, especially what was happening during the evening hours when her body should have been recovering. And that is where simple changes started making a difference. She changed her nighttime snacks, improved her routine, and began giving her kidneys a better environment to recover. Because protecting your kidneys is not about one perfect decision. It is about hundreds of small choices repeated consistently over time. And the next part will reveal exactly how these changes came together, including the simple bedtime recipe that combines some of these kidney-supportive foods into one easy drink. Eleanor's story is a perfect example of why paying attention to small daily habits can make such a difference. When she first discovered that her kidney numbers were changing, she felt confused because she did not have the usual warning signs people associate with illness. She felt normal, she was active, and she believed she was already doing enough to protect her health. But kidney problems often do not announce themselves loudly. They develop quietly in the background, and by the time symptoms appear, the kidneys may have already been under stress for years. When we looked closer at Eleanor's routine, one thing stood out. Her evenings were creating unnecessary pressure on her kidneys. Most nights, she would relax after dinner with salty crackers, processed snacks, or a bowl of ice cream right before bed. Those foods were not causing an immediate problem, but they were making her kidneys handle extra sodium, sugar, and unnecessary workload at the exact time her body was supposed to be slowing down and recovering. The solution was not a complicated diet plan. It was about making better choices during the hours that mattered most. Some nights, Eleanor replaced her usual snacks with blueberries and strawberries. Other evenings, she enjoyed a small apple with cinnamon or a serving of unsweetened tart cherries. Instead of adding more stress before sleep, she started giving her kidneys nutrients that supported their natural recovery process. She also learned that not every healthy food is automatically right for every person. After checking her potassium levels and confirming that it was safe, she included small amounts of citrus during the day, rather than making it a regular nighttime habit. But the changes did not stop with food. Eleanor added another simple habit that many people overlook: a short walk after dinner. A 10-minute walk may sound too easy to matter, but movement after meals can help improve blood pressure, support circulation, and help your body process the food you just ate. Remember, blood pressure is one of the biggest factors affecting kidney health. Every improvement in blood pressure means less pressure against those tiny kidney filters. After 1 year of these consistent changes, Eleanor's kidney numbers had remained stable. Her kidney function did not magically return to what it was before, because damaged kidney tissue does not simply grow back. But stability was the victory. For someone in their late 60s, stopping the decline can be a major achievement. Protecting the kidney function you still have is often the most realistic and important goal. Her story teaches us something valuable. The purpose of healthy habits is not to create miracles overnight. The purpose is to change the direction your health is moving. Now let us talk about the simple bedtime recipe that brings together some of the safest and most beneficial options from this list. I call it the Bedtime Kidney Support Smoothie, and the idea is simple. It is not a medicine and it is not a cure. It is simply a better alternative to the common late-night choices that often work against kidney health. To prepare it, start with a small handful of blueberries, around 1/4 cup. Add 4 or 5 sliced strawberries for additional antioxidants and natural nutrients. Then add a small splash of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice or tart cherry juice. The key word is unsweetened. Many commercial drinks contain added sugar, which removes much of the benefit. Next, add around 1/2 cup of plain unsweetened kefir or plain yogurt. This adds probiotics that support the gut, and as we discussed earlier, the gut and kidneys are connected in ways researchers are still learning more about. Finally, add a little water to create the right consistency and finish with a small amount of real cinnamon. Blend everything together, and you have a simple nighttime option that provides antioxidants, fiber, and supportive nutrients without overwhelming your body before sleep. The goal is not to drink a huge amount. A small glass is enough. Your kidneys do not need a flood of nutrients. They need steady support and less unnecessary stress. The best time to have it is around 1 hour before bed. This gives your body time to process it before you enter the deeper stages of sleep when your kidneys begin their recovery period. You can also adjust it based on your preferences. If you want a slightly sweeter flavor, you can add a few red grapes. The grapes bring additional antioxidants and plant compounds while creating a more dessert-like taste. If your stomach does not tolerate dairy well at night, simply remove the kefir or yogurt and use water instead. You will still receive many of the benefits from the fruits themselves. And if you do not want to make a smoothie, that is completely fine. The blender is not the important part. The important part is the habit. A small bowl of blueberries and sliced strawberries with plain yogurt can provide many of the same benefits. The real change comes from replacing harmful nighttime habits with supportive ones. Think about what many people normally do before bed. They grab salty chips, cookies, ice cream, or processed snacks because they want something comforting. But that comfort can come at a cost. Those foods may increase sodium intake, affect blood sugar, and make your kidneys work harder during the exact hours when they should be resting. Replacing that pattern with a simple fruit-based option is a small decision that can have a meaningful long-term impact. However, there is a reason I intentionally did not include oranges in this bedtime recipe. Citrus can be beneficial, but potassium levels make it a more individual choice. For people with healthy kidneys, citrus may be perfectly appropriate. For someone with advanced kidney disease or potassium concerns, it may not be the right choice. That is why the smoothie focuses on fruits that are generally easier for a wider range of people to tolerate. The most important lesson is not that one specific recipe will protect everyone. The lesson is that your evening routine matters. Your kidneys spend the entire day filtering your blood. Giving them a lighter workload before sleep, allows your body to enter the night in a better position. So if you want a simple starting point, begin tonight. First, try to finish your heavier eating earlier in the evening. Give your body time to prepare for sleep instead of sending a large amount of food to process right before bed. Second, choose one kidney-friendly fruit and make it part of your nighttime routine. It does not need to be complicated. Blueberries, strawberries, or an apple are simple choices that many people can easily include. Third, if you want a complete option, try the bedtime smoothie with berries, unsweetened tart cherry or cranberry, plain yogurt, and cinnamon. Fourth, add a short walk after dinner. This simple movement can support blood pressure control, and protecting your blood pressure is one of the strongest things you can do for your kidneys. Fifth, if you already have kidney disease or take medications that affect potassium, write down one important question for your doctor. Which fruits are safe for my current potassium level? That one question can help you avoid mistakes and understand exactly which foods work best for your body. Because the truth is, kidney health is personal. What helps one person may need to be adjusted for another. The fruits we discussed today are powerful tools, but they work best when combined with other healthy habits: managing blood pressure, staying active, sleeping well, and paying attention to your medical numbers. And there is one more important thing most people over 60 have never heard about. There is a specific number on a standard blood test that can reveal kidney trouble earlier than many people realize. Most people only focus on creatinine, but there is another marker that can provide valuable information long before serious problems appear. In the next part, we will uncover what that number is, why it matters, and how you can ask your doctor about it before kidney problems become harder to manage. The truth about protecting your kidneys is that there is rarely one single action that changes everything. It is not only about drinking more water, avoiding salt, or eating one special food. Real kidney protection comes from understanding how your body works and making small decisions every day that reduce the pressure placed on those delicate filters. Your kidneys are working for you every minute. They remove waste, balance fluids, control important minerals, and help regulate your blood pressure. Because they perform so many jobs quietly, many people do not appreciate how much they are doing until something starts to go wrong. That is why prevention matters so much. The earlier you begin protecting your kidney function, the more you can preserve the filtering ability you still have. Many people wait until their doctor tells them their kidney numbers have changed before they start paying attention. But your kidneys often send no obvious signals during the early stages of stress. This is why understanding your blood work is so important. One of the numbers many people recognize is creatinine. Creatinine is a waste product that your kidneys filter out of your blood. When kidney function declines, creatinine levels can begin to rise. However, creatinine is not always the earliest warning sign. A person's muscle mass, age, and other factors can influence creatinine levels, which means changes may sometimes appear later than we would like. This is where another measurement becomes extremely valuable: eGFR, which stands for Estimated Glomerular Filtration Rate. The eGFR number gives doctors an estimate of how well your kidneys are filtering your blood. It is calculated using factors such as your creatinine level, age, and other health information. Think of it like a speedometer for your kidneys. It does not tell you everything, but it gives you an important picture of how efficiently your kidneys are doing their job. A healthy kidney usually has a higher eGFR. As kidney function declines, the number tends to decrease. Watching this number over time can help doctors identify changes earlier and create a plan before the problem becomes more serious. But remember, one single test result does not tell the entire story. Kidney health is about patterns, not panic. A small change in one test does not automatically mean your kidneys are failing. Doctors look at trends over time: your blood pressure, your medications, your overall health, and other important factors. The goal is not fear. The goal is awareness. Knowing your numbers gives you power, because it allows you to make decisions while you still have time to influence the outcome. And beyond blood tests, there are other simple things that have a major impact on kidney health. The first is controlling blood pressure. High blood pressure remains one of the biggest threats to kidney function because it directly damages the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys. Every 66 seconds, another senior in this country is told they have dementia. Diabetes is another major cause of kidney problems because high blood sugar can slowly damage the kidney's filtering system. Even if you do not have diabetes, keeping your blood sugar stable through balanced meals, movement, and healthy habits helps protect your entire body. The third is paying attention to medications. Many people take over-the-counter pain relievers without realizing that frequent use of certain medications can place extra stress on the kidneys. This does not mean you should stop medications without medical advice. It means you should understand what you are taking and discuss long-term use with your healthcare provider. The fourth is staying active. Exercise does not need to mean intense workouts. A simple daily walk can improve circulation, support healthy blood pressure, and help maintain overall kidney-friendly health. The fifth is getting quality sleep. Sleep is not just a time when your body turns off. It is an active recovery period where important processes happen. Your blood pressure naturally changes, hormones are regulated, and your body works to restore balance. This brings us back to where we started, the night. Your evening habits matter because the hours before sleep influence the environment your kidneys enter during their recovery window. Choosing a small serving of kidney-supportive fruit instead of a salty or processed snack is a simple change. Adding movement after dinner is another. Creating a consistent sleep routine is another. None of these actions are dramatic, but together they create a pattern that supports your kidneys year after year. And that is the message I want you to remember. You do not need to wait until a doctor tells you that something is wrong before you start caring for your kidneys. Your kidneys are worth protecting today, even if you feel completely healthy. Aging does not mean your health has to decline automatically. Many people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond maintain strong kidney function because they understand that prevention is built through daily choices. The small things matter. The fruit you choose at night matters. The pressure you maintain during the day matters. The sleep you protect matters. The habits you repeat matter. Your kidneys do not need perfection. They need support. So tonight, instead of reaching for the usual snack, think about what your body will be doing while you sleep. Your kidneys will continue filtering your blood, balancing your system, and working quietly for you. Give them the best environment you can. Choose simple foods. Keep your blood pressure under control. Stay active. Understand your numbers. And if you already have kidney concerns, work with your healthcare provider to create a plan that fits your specific situation. Because the goal is not just adding years to your life. The goal is protecting your energy, your independence, and your ability to enjoy those years. Your kidneys have been working for you since the day you were born. Taking care of them is one of the greatest investments you can make for your future. And remember, the earlier you start, the more you can protect. A healthier kidney future is not created by one big decision. It is created by thousands of small decisions repeated consistently. So start with one tonight. Replace one unhealthy habit. Choose one better food. Take one short walk. Ask one important question at your next appointment. Small actions become powerful when you repeat them. That is how you protect the filters that protect your life.